So the builder's back. Let's check out, see what he's doing. As I mentioned, the builder came back, and today we have the tiling crew here. They are working on the floor tile, the tile on the kitchen and their outdoor kitchen, plus the floor tile. So let's take a peek at what's going on. As usual, mixing by hand. This crew has quite a number of ladies, so as you can see, getting the first row of tile down. See if we can walk around without getting in everybody's way. I noticed we've got everything cleaned off here from the kitchen to work on. Oh, work hard. Oh, Kang Lang. But I noticed with these tile guys, which was the same with the house, they don't use any leveling wedges or pieces, but obviously they don't need them. If you look at our house, which has been done over a year ago, there's no issues. The tiles all line up extremely well, so completely confident that he's able to do it without the wedges. Without the wedges, you get the tiles nice and tight together, which is something that we really like. So, move away from the sound a bit here, but they brought in more cement this morning for mixing for the grout or underneath. As you can see, I'll go back here a little bit. You can see it's about a 2-inch bed they put underneath the tile, and I think that really helps them level as well. But this whole carport will have a tile floor. Not quite sure how we're going to finish off the front with a 2-inch difference between here and the driveway. We'll have to figure that out at some point, but this is the tile for the main parking space. These other smaller tiles are for around the kitchen, and then these ones they're working on now with those smaller tiles will be used to do this. And as you can see, these are a bit of a simulated wood grain here, so we'll leave them at it and check on them later. We're a couple hours in. Let's check on the team, see how they're making out. Looks as though we've got 2 rows of tile down. Two rows of tile down, and working on the tile bed for the 3rd row. We got a good system together. And we got another young fellow over here who is tiling the kitchen there, so that's coming together too. So it looks as though today we will get the storage room and the kitchen done, or the bulk of it, and then probably work on this tomorrow. And we got the boss showing up to check on everybody. Howdy, Cop. Good morning, boss. It is Sunday morning, February 25th. It's a quiet morning around here this morning. The tile workers don't work on Sunday, so they're not here, which is fine and understandable. Everybody needs a day off, so we're certainly not complaining, but let's give you a look at what they got accomplished yesterday. If we take a look here, you can see that they started with the tile in the carport at the front here and have done the first 2 rows, and I walk on it, it feels nice. I like the pattern. I think the pattern's going to pull together the dark grays, the light grays, and the whites, so quite happy with that. And it's a non-slip tile, shouldn't be hard to keep clean. So we're happy. So when they come back, they will continue to work towards the back. They will also, well, it will get done right through here. They have started the tiling here and have tiled the tops on the Thai kitchen here. And they will work on the front and the inside and so on and so forth as they move along. And they have done the bulk of the storage / possible puzzle room. And turn the light on here, see if it makes any difference. Not really. You can see it just well without the light. So this is what we've picked here, a little bit of a wood grain pattern. Oh, I quite like it actually. It's almost feels now that it's too nice a look for a storage room, so I may end up finding myself out here doing puzzles more. We'll see how it goes. I think certainly once I get around to tackling a large puzzle, the room in the house won't be big enough, so that's why I'm calling this a possible puzzle room. So, as you can see, they finished most of this side here. Their normal sort of process, I find, is that they work through and they don't usually do the last 2 edges until they're able to stand on the tile without any kind of moving them at all. So they had got to that point, so they were started this late yesterday. So I'm assuming when they're back tomorrow, they will finish this room off completely. And then we can get a good look at it and see how it looks. And then the door will come down, close tight. Then we can get a passage door in here. Then we can actually close and lock this room up and start to use it for what it was intended for. So that's where it stands today. As you can see, everything's coming along. This is the sort of the last phase of this project, this being a major project. The carport here for us. Once they're done here, the painter still has to come back and do his final coat on stuff, but I'm not sure I'll bother doing a video on the painting, as it's not any different than painting anywhere else in the world. So still got some sand left here, and their supplies are back out here, so we'll check with them when they're back again tomorrow. So the tile guys are all done and have left, so let's check out the carport and see what the looks like now. As you can see, the floor has been completed. I think this tile turned out to be quite a very nice tile. I'm really pleased with it. Seems to pull together the colors, all the different colors in here. So they did the floor. I had mentioned earlier, I wasn't sure how they were going to finish this off. As you can see, they finished off the front edge here with a partial tile sloped. The bed here was only about 1 inch to 1.25 inches thick, so the slope wasn't too drastic or dramatic. We've driven up on it a few times, and it works very well. The other thing they did was they did the brick on these posts to match our front posts over there. These two are done. They need a clear coat put on them. That'll be done by the painter when he comes back. As you can see, there's still some touch-up painting to do. But this is it. We've got room here for 2 full-size vehicles. The only thing right now is we don't own a vehicle, but we borrow from Noon's daughter, and they have 2 full-size vehicles, so we usually have one of them in here. Today we don't have a vehicle here, so it's nice and wide open. Good for me to take a video. Here is the finished outdoor kitchen. As you can see, I think I mentioned before, this sink was left over from an earlier project, so we hooked it up here. We've got water, everything. So this is nice. She's able to have water for cooking and or cleaning. A cabinet in here. I don't know if we have anything in it yet. Not really. They don't really put shelves in a base cabinet, so I'm gonna have to figure out something there. But everything is done with a tile and the metal edge, so it's actually very nice. This is where we have a hole here where the gas line will run through. We have the gas bottle here. We will get her another cooktop that sits here so that she's able to cook here as well. At some point I wanted to buy myself a little countertop oven, so if I do, this is where it'll go, so as we don't generate too much heat inside the house. So I think you can see this here will work quite well. Even if we don't have vehicles in here, then this makes this a nice spot to entertain. Can see now why Thais don't build large indoor rooms in their home, because everything's done more outside. Then we have the storage room, which is complete. You've seen the door before. Let's open this up and take a peek inside. That works nice. Rolls up into the top. As you can see, this was a very nice tile in here. It's almost too nice for a storage room, but who knows, it may get used for other things as well. Started to move some things in, golf clubs, pressure washers, cords, my leftover painting stuff. And we went out and bought some chairs yesterday. So this is very typical in Thailand, in that you plastic chairs as opposed to sort of the wicker or lawn type furniture with cushions that we have in Canada. Certainly less expensive, so we got a half a dozen of those. We need to get ourselves probably another table with some folding legs or something, and then that way we should be able to entertain here as well, and or just relax in here out of the sun. As you can see, it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and when you're out in the sun, that's pretty warm. It's too warm to sit. You need to be out of the sun. They fitted the passage door, and this one here, you can see it matches the one in the back of the house, so that was kind of nice. The idea of the carport here like this is to have it attached to the house with the door through into our Thai kitchen, with the idea that if it's raining or whatever, you're able to pull in here and without being subject to the elements, get right into the house. So that's worked out quite well. So I'll have to stay here 1 year for a rainy season so I can see if it actually works. So if you like this video and you like our carport, then give me a like. If you have any comments or questions, I'll do my best to answer them. But and if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please subscribe. We've still got some more stuff ongoing here. So with that, we'll leave it there, and we'll catch you in the next video.